Now, an innovation centre hoping to create 5,000 new jobs in Bristol is being opened tonight at Bristol Temple Mead Station.
Brunel's historic engine shed has been refurbished and turned into a high-tech complex for entrepreneurs. Well, our business correspondent Dave Harvey is there for us now. Dave, would Brunel even recognise the place?
I tell you what, Will, I think he'd probably recognise this, a 19th century steam water pump, but perhaps not these. Look at these. These are high-tech, funky orange workspaces. I guess the idea is a kind of reflection of a train carriage, the GWR, brought bang up to date. And certainly all these people here tonight who've come for the opening would say he'd recognise the spirit of the place. It's all about harnessing technology and innovation to create new wealth and new jobs for Bristol. So what sort of people? Well, you mentioned there's an innovation centre here. There are 65 companies who are here beavering away, and I went to meet up with one of them tackling a very, well, 19th century problem. Even Brunel would recognise. Rats. Isambard knew all about these on his railway, and for 200 years mankind has fought the rat in the same way, with cheese and a trap. To protect the whole engine shed would take dozens of traps, each one primed and positioned by hand. But then what? Has a rat been? Has the trap sprung? The Innovation Centre may be ultra-modern, but the rat-catching industry has barely changed since the days of the GWR.
The problem is that you put these traps down, they could go off within an hour, or they could go off in a day or a week. You don't really know, and the pest controller has to go around and check every single trap every time they visit.
Time-consuming and pricey. Ben Morley wants to make all of that history. In the innovation lab where Brunel once sat and schemed, he's updated the rat trap with mobile phone technology.
We've put it into this unit, and what that allows us to do is when that unit goes off, a signal is sent through the mobile network to a cloud-based database, and then a pest controller can go online, they can get maps and analytics about which units have gone off, in what location, so when they visit that site, they can just go direct to that unit and not have to walk around the 150 other units as well.
So he has his invention, now Ben needs investors. The centre is, of course, right by the railway station, handy for bankers and investors coming down from London. Inside, they'll also find the city's enterprise partnership leaders, ready to explain the tax breaks for investing here. It is, they say, a rich mix.
You can feel the heritage of Brunel here. It's an iconic building. The companies that are in here feel proud to bring their visitors, their investors, their customers here. And you can feel it oozing innovation and pioneering spirit.
It's a bold ambition, so will this centre deliver? More to the point, will Ben transform the old business of catching rats? Ingenious, isn't it? So will Ben's idea take off? At the moment, it's very much in the lab stages, but come and have a look around here. A guy who I met when he too was in the lab, and this thing here, this weird looking thing, was just on the lab bench with a soldering iron. Show us what it can do now, Adam. It is a musical football, a brand new musical instrument, an awful lot of clever stuff in there. How's it going? You were with David Cameron, I think, going out to Japan. Are you selling this thing?
Yes, so we've set up distribution all over the world, set up distribution in Japan and in the USA, and we're just launching right now in the UK, so they're available through our website, alphasphere.com. So.
Hey, you got the plug in like a good salesman, and why not? Let's just go around this way. Oh, we'll come this way, Sajay. So, load of people here, all the money and brains that make Bristol work, but the original funding, a lot of it came from the government, and Greg Clark, the Minister for Cities, is here tonight. So a lot of innovation already in Bristol. How does a place like this actually move things on more?
Well, Bristol is a place that is famous for innovation. Here we are in the engine shed, Brunel's engine shed. Actually, Bristol is one of the engines of growth of the whole of the UK economy. Its contribution is above the national average. And that comes from creativity, it comes from the number of small businesses here, it comes from the collaboration between the fantastic universities here, and this space brings them all together. New businesses, creative people interacting with the universities to make sure the businesses for the future are starting up here.
Briefly though, we are here in the heart of the enterprise zone, as you call it. A lot of that land is still derelict. Anyone who comes in on a train to Bristol can see empty spaces in the city. Can this sort of thing really get going?
I think it can. This is a good start, and it brings people to work here, to be creative here. But we want the whole of this area to be absolutely buzzing. To when everyone gets off the station at Temple Meads, to see that this is the creative heart of the west of England.
Okay, Minister, we'll watch that space. But maybe all you'll remember tonight for is the night that Bristol revolutionised the world of the rat catcher at the click of a mouse.
Oh, God,
very good, Dave. Thanks very much.
I hate rats. I've got the hairs up on the back of my neck. Horrible.
But you never know, he could be a millionaire of the future, couldn't he?